Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Good
Welcome to
evening.
Single in the City where Kings Meet Queens. I'm Nicole Everett,
I'm Joe Keetra.
Nick Rains, dating coach.
and we are the Love Team.
Woo! That's
So
my love. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
that's your love. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah,
So,
that's the love call.
all right. So we have been doing Single in the City since August of 2019, a whole year. We are marking
Right.
our
Like our
anniversary.
anniversary right now, right?
Right.
Oh, when is our anniversary?
I'll have to
It's
look.
our anniversary.
Yeah,
We got to come
Mhm.
up with something to do for our anniversary.
we do. I
Right.
think it was August 15th, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we are knocking on a year.
We just
Yeah, well,
celebrate the
maybe
whole month like everybody else do on their anniversary and birthday. Just
Okay,
celebrate the whole month.
I
well,
like
we
that.
look. We already late for that, huh? We got to do some.
We got to
Well,
start.
maybe some of the viewers can give us some ideas on some creative things that we can do for our anniversary. Since we missed the beginning of the month, maybe we can do it like for that week, the week of the 5th.
Hmm.
We could do something every day.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like that idea.
I need to make note of that. August 15th.
I think it's the
Shame on.
15th. I'm a,
Can we talk about before we get started and people come on into the room? Can we talk about the graphic tees real quick?
absolutely go ahead.
Because Nicole and I are representing. Nick, you know what? I'm gonna let you represent because my shirt says black man.
Yeah. You talking about me? Yeah.
So I'm wearing tonight was graphic tee night in case Ozzy isn't on and want to say why they don't have on the same color, but
Uh,
it's tee night, and so I chose to wear a T-shirt by one of my good girlfriends named Shawana, and it's her birthday today, her 49th birthday.
Happy
So
birthday.
All right. Happy birthday.
yay! Well, she's definitely not going to be on because she's celebrating with her husband in
Uh-huh.
Texas. But I wanted to wear her shirt because I just got it when I got back from Atlanta, and she
Oh,
at this boutique called Sophisticated, and Sophisticated is spelled with the K, sophisticatedqueen.com. So
nice.
the shirt says, Black man, I respect you, I value you. It says, I love you from a black woman. So I decided to wear her shirt in honor of her boutique and for her birthday. So happy birthday.
Very nice.
Salute.
Very
I love
nice.
the shirt. I
Yes,
love the shirt.
I love it
Thank
too.
you. Y'all can order it online, www.sophisticatedqueen.com.
All right. We have
Let
to
me just get yours after you get finished with it, Jaquitra.
Oh, when I get the book,
Yeah.
when I get that book, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. We'll exchange and say we'll just exchange.
And Nicole, what shirt are you wearing tonight?
Of course, I'm wearing Conversations with Nicole,
Woo, woo,
the
woo,
original design. Yes, yes, yes. So connecting the community through conversation. So great idea, Jokitra. We are doing our theme
woo.
shirts tonight.
I guess
Until
I got to get a
our
t-shirt. I got to get a t-shirt made
you
then.
got to get a
Yeah,
t-shirt, Nick. You got
we're
to get
gonna
a
Yeah.
excuse you this time, but you the black man, so you always representing because we
Okay.
gotta we gotta show y'all love any way that we can and show
I
you
appreciate that. I appreciate
yes,
that.
yes,
as
yes.
long as you show up.
Yeah.
That's what counts.
All right.
Hey, I'm here before time. I don't just show up.
I like that. All right, before time.
So, as I was saying, we started Single in the City a year ago, just a way for singles to get together, to mix and mingle, to put the fun back in dating. We've done speed dating, we've done mix and mingles, we've done icebreakers. We collaborated with the Pavilion here in Tallahassee, and we've been doing live chat for a while. But since the pandemic, we have picked those up and have had guests on.
Hmm.
Last week we featured two singles, and we hope to do much more of that. So if you're
Yes.
interested in being featured, by all means, let us know because we would be happy to feature you on the show.
And you can
But
DM us right now. You can send us a message right now.
yes, you can.
Let us
You
know
can,
you
hey,
want to be
you can
featured.
just go ahead and comment in the comment
Do
section.
that too. Whatever. Just let us
Me,
know.
me, me.
Give us the green light.
Give us the green light.
Hmm.
So we want to invite you right now to like and share. Tell your friends. know that we're on and we're about to do our live chat. So also let us know where you're from. So right now in the comments, put the city and the state that you are tuning in from. Put the city and the state that you're tuning in from. You know this is interactive. We feed off of y'all's energy. So we want to hear from you. It's an interactive live.
Yes. Yes, and we need a little bit of energy coming. So come on.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
It's Tuesday.
So we've been talking about virtual dating. We had comedian Type Mike on a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about virtual dating with him. We also had Makina on. She also talked about virtual dating.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's enough that can be said about virtual dating. So we're picking that back up. For those of you that saw the post about tonight's live, there were certain questions around virtual dating that we want to try to dive into. So we're going to do that in just a moment. But I see my cousin Erica checking in from Waldorf, Maryland. Thank you for checking in.
Hi,
What's up,
Erica.
cuz? What's up, cuz?
Appreciate it.
Erica is faithful. She a good supporter.
Yes,
Thank
she
you.
is. Yes, she is. Yes. All right. So let's dive in. What's up?
Do you want me to just run down the questions or just start asking the questions?
Just start asking them. I think let's see how how it flows.
Okay. Well, I guess in no particular order. One of the questions is, what are some things you can't wait to do as far as dating once COVID-19 is over?
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
So, you think that's a good question?
I think it is a good question. I think, and
It is a good question.
yeah, these are
It
people
is a
that
good
actually
question.
not doing everything right now, but the ones that kind of like social distancing themselves and kind of being very, taking their precautionary measures. So that's for those type of people. You got some people that probably still going all
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yeah. So we're not talking to the people that's doing whatever they want to do, going all in.
So you're not talking about me.
Probably not you. Yeah, not
Yeah,
you.
okay. Because that's what I was like. This
Yeah.
is a good question, but it probably does not apply to me and
Right.
people that I know, because some people are dating,
Yes.
as if there's nothing going on. And I'm also inclined to believe that if the right person got into your inbox and said, "Hey, do you want to meet?" I'm inclined to believe that person might meet with that other person.
Right.
That's just what I'm inclined to believe.
Hopefully they just wear a mask, right? Just wear a mask at least.
They definitely not gonna kiss. They just gonna not gonna hold hands. None of that. They're gonna sit 6 feet apart.
Mhm.
So that's what it is. But I do think that there are some things that you can't wait to do once it's over, because you can't wait to hold their hand out in public. You can't wait to kiss them. You can't wait to tell people that you've been dating.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because
Especially
right
the
now,
hugging, right? If they
yeah,
like
I
you,
mean,
Jakita, you got that skin hunger. So
yes,
they skin hungry, then they can't wait to hug and do those other things too as well.
yeah. Because like I said, what even just as simple as telling someone, because I think that there are people that are dating, but they're just not telling anyone. So I think that when it's over, we're going to see all these pictures of, oh, this my boo, all this, it's going to come out.
Right. We met during COVID.
Yeah.
Connection.
Yes.
Yeah. We made a love connection because all we was doing was Netflix and chilling. That's all we was.
And maybe it really was Netflix for real. Maybe it really was Netflix.
Yeah. Or, the virtual dating people will probably come out and say, we finally were able to meet, and here's our love story. So, but I think definitely, some other things would be traveling, being able to travel with someone, kind of be more creative.
Right.
Nicole, what are some of the things you can't wait to do?
Yeah, travel is high on the list. I like to, go some different places, have some new experiences. So that's a huge one for me.
At first, I thought you'd ask me, Jakita. I said I ain't even slowed down. If anything, I sped up. I thought you that, but you ain't talking to me though.
Well, you connected to someone,
That's what
so
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I ain't right. I sped up. I ain't even
you
slowed
all
down.
intertwined.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you the right. No,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
So for those who are just tuning in, the Jokitra, if you will repeat the question.
The question is, what are some of the things that you can't wait to do as far as dating once COVID-19 is over?
Okay. So if you all in the comments, let us know what are some of the things that you can't wait to do as far as dating is concerned once COVID is over. We talked
And
about
keep it PG-13, please.
we've talked about holding hands, we talked about, physical touch, but
Yes.
also talked about dating. I mean traveling rather, going to some new places and having some new experiences. Anything else that the folks are interested in doing once COVID is over as it relates to dating?
Yeah. We talk about physical touch a lot, especially as a love language. So I'm thinking like the ones that really have physical touch real high on the list, but they may be like suffering right now. You know.
Right.
See,
Yeah.
those the ones I think that's connecting with people.
Yeah. Or maybe they not, right? Maybe they just like,
Those
I can't take this no more.
Yeah, those are the ones I think that are going to be shouting it to the world. This
Right.
my, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's tough for especially for folks who are really social.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
you
Right.
know,
because
I
I think the social aspect of it will be just being able to get out and meet more people.
mm,
And I know that's probably why everybody goes to Atlanta over the weekend because Atlanta is still open. People are still hanging out and partying in Atlanta. They act like there's no COVID. So
mm,
it depends on where you are, and that's good when we say put where you are in the comments because I swear to you, every time I go to Atlanta, they say the clubs are open.
mhm. So
So
Mia said she likes to go to the spa, travel, and get me some sugar.
now,
Oh, okay.
see, I have gone to two spas. I have gone to two different spas. I have traveled and I've gotten some sugar.
Mm, check,
Jakisha,
check,
you're not
check.
setting a good example for the people, Jakisha. You're not setting a good example. Uh,
So, but Mia lives in Birmingham, Alabama. I haven't been to
Okay.
Birmingham, Alabama, but Mia,
Oh,
I promise you, if you journey on down to Atlanta, Georgia, the spas are open.
well, Ursula she said travel and meet new people and have intimate conversations.
Without the
Yeah,
mask on, the intimate conversations on.
yeah.
Mhm.
I definitely think that's the yearning for everyone is to really be able to connect with someone face to face. You know what I mean? To be able to really look at them close and notice things that you might not necessarily notice. Be able to tell if they telling the truth or maybe they stretching it a little bit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
all right. Right now, you can see their eyes on, right? You got to be able to judge their eyes. Like if they stretching
Yeah,
their eyes,
with the mask on,
yeah, right.
exactly.
With the mask on.
But to be able to touch them, even just to be able to walk up against them and be able to smell them, because when a guy walk by you and he smell good, that just do something to you. I'm sorry.
Yes, it does. Ozzy said, I miss going to the jazz and reggae shows to socialize.
What's up, Ozzy?
Hey, Ozzy.
Hey, Ozzy. Ozzy, guess what tonight is, Ozzy? You got to guess.
All right. So Mia said, I'm not interested in going to the COVID capital of the South. I'm good in the hand for now. I know that's right, Mia. They can have it. They can have it.
Well,
Mm-mm.
you can still social distance. The spas are good to go to because all of them have been tested and they only see so many people. So the spa isn't bad.
Okay. All right.
They
All
checking
right.
temperatures before you get in the spa.
Of course they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they check. Listen, I've been to the spa in Lake Worth, and I went to the spa in Maryland, and there really aren't that many people in there, and all of their employees are tested,
Mm. Okay.
so the spa is safe.
All right.
Get you a spa treatment, and I know a lot of people going because when I was in Maryland, a lot of them were sold out. I spent hours calling different spas that were open.
Mm. Okay. I said, wear what you want is the show tonight. Your favorite colors.
Nope.
Almost, Ozzy. Almost.
That's a good try, Ozzy. That was a good one though.
Okay, so the next question is, do you feel like men or women have the advantage doing virtual dating and why?
So hold on. One more comment. Renee said, meeting your partner's family and friends so that you can take your relationship to the next level. That's
Oh, that's a good one right there.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is a good one, Renee. I like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Repeat one more time.
Okay, so do you feel like men or women have the advantage doing virtual dating and why?
Hmm.
That's a good one. I don't really know the answer to that one. I would say
Right.
for Nick.
Yeah,
Men or women, right?
I don't know
Yeah.
the answer to that one either. I mean, when Type Mike was on, he was talking about certain things that he was having the woman do, have her cook on the virtual date so he could see what she was working with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it depends on kind of your mindset and how you're setting things up, in terms of those virtual activities,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your creativity.
Well, I mean, listening and recalling Type Mike's, thing, I think it definitely does depend on the person because some men, they not going to care. They not going to care about our kids hollering, how it might look. They're not going to care. They just want the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Women probably will be a little bit more, particular about certain things. I'm just thinking maybe the man may have the upper hand. That I'm
Mm-hmm.
so. What do you think, Nick?
So are you saying, Jakitra, because women are probably not as concerned about his house may look,
No,
or
no.
things
I
like
think
that?
that women are more so concerned. I think the man won't take so many things into consideration. He'll overlook more things because
Okay.
he wants her. I think that we're very particular about certain things and we nitpick. We'll find little stuff. Tight Mike, what he was saying about the nitpicking, I think that we do that times 10.
Yeah, I think women do that more. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are several comments. Ozzy said women do because if she is ready to meet, the guy will follow through.
Okay.
Jacinta said women. Tasha uh, um, on my watch party said, I believe it's an equal playing field. And then Nicole Dorsey said, definitely have to be creative.
Mm.
So what you think, Nick?
I'm thinking it's probably equal playing field as well.
You think it's
Yeah, I think it's kind of equal playing field as well. Because like you said, it depends on the person. So I'm
So you
kind of
don't have
like,
no stats?
huh?
You don't have no stats for
I
that?
don't have no stats tonight. I don't have no stats about that. I don't. I just kind of think it's an equal playing field on that one.
all right? Mia said it could go both ways. There may not be a real answer. At least the whole filter issue won't be a thing. Guys are guilty of using them too. Good
Yeah,
point.
girl, yes they are.
Good point. Good point.
Yes, they are. But women can still fake the funk with the lighting and with the makeup. They could still get away with that a little bit with the contouring and that sort of thing. So that means that the man probably has to be like, walk around your house. Let me see. Let me see how you look in different lighting. Take the weave. Take the weave off.
Not happening.
Let me see. Go ahead. Let me see your bathroom.
Mm. Really? We doing a bathroom check? What's this?
Hey, I'll never forget. I had a guy come to my house and he was just a friend, but I was at work, so I was like, I'll leave the garage door open. Listen, he told me he had went in all my cabinets to see how organized I was.
What? Oh no.
Did he tell you why he did that?
He said, I was just getting ready to say, he said because his mother always told him when you go to a woman's house and go to her bathroom, look in her cabinets, look in her cabinets, look in her tub. If her tub isn't clean, that says a lot about her. And I'm sorry, I would have to agree with him. That's something that when he said that, I said, I think I'm gonna tell my son that when he dates a girl, look at her cabinets. If her cabinets are all thrown together and you see stuff just in there, and if her tub isn't clean, and if her bathroom isn't clean, then that says a lot about a person.
So she could be organized and she dirty. Is that what we saying?
There's a possibility. But at least he was honest and told me, because that was a friend. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
more than that, he probably wouldn't have shared that with me. But when he did, I was like, well, thanks for giving me some insight on guys. Because a guy, when he come to your house, he could say, can I go to the bathroom? And ever since then, I have made sure that the bathroom that they're going to use, that my cabinets are clean and organized.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so check out these comments. Ursula said the bathroom check is important, very telling.
See, Ursula, thank you.
Okay. And Ozzy said the bathroom and the kitchen must be clean. If not, run.
See?
Got to go to the car real quick.
Yeah, you got to be like, I'll be right back.
Go to the car real quick. I got to go to the car real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are hilarious.
Hey, well, see, you're learning something. Nick,
True.
you already knew that, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I checked the same thing. I just want to hear what he had to say. Yeah, I'm definitely paying attention to all that. Also, medication. Are they on any type of medications?
Yep.
Yeah, all of
Wait
that.
a minute. Y'all checking the medicine?
Yes, we are.
Come on now, Nicole. If you go over a guy house and you happen to
OMG.
and he has some stuff to treat, you know, whatever it is to treat a STD or something, you wouldn't be like, wait a minute,
I
wait.
am so green. See, I ain't ready. Clearly, I'm not ready.
Cabinets, all of that.
What? Y'all actually do that?
Yes.
Now look, in my kitchen cabinet, Ozzy, now I do have a cabinet where if you open it, stuff might fall out.
What kind of stuff gonna fall out?
Pots and pans, just the pots and pans.
Okay.
My seasoning cabinet is organized.
Well, these comments are something else. Monique Mobetta Thomas said, I went to a guy's house and had to use the bathroom. I held it.
Oh. Whoa. Wow.
Pamelia said, I have helped, but no one should be touring my home without an invitation, not even my family. Tasha said, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yep.
And my cousin Tanya said, checking the cabinets versus just asking. So that's a question. Checking the cabinets versus just asking. Which one?
Now, do you honestly think that someone is going to say, can I check your cabinets?
Right. They were like, for what? I don't know. I just want to see if you're taking any medications or anything and see if you organize.
And then you have to make sure that you close the cabinet softly, because if you close
it, right. And don't move nothing. Don't rearrange anything either. You just looking. Yeah, just close the cabinet. Right. Yeah.
I'm just like dumbfounded. Y'all,
I mean, because you think about it. What if you look in their shower and that rag is hard? Like,
Dekedra, you crazy. Did Mike mention that? Did he mention that? I think he mentioned that.
If you only use one, he said if you only use one rag, she only got one rag.
Right.
But I'm just even.
I mean, that's for the face too. That's for the face and everything.
Right.
Right.
She said, see 7-Elevens with nicer accommodations. You know. I mean, I'm sorry. I know we done got off topic.
No, y'all
we still on topic. We still on it. We still on topic.
That's it. Antibiotics.
Right.
Thank you. You know, but another thing too, like if you go to a guy's house or you spend the night and their towels don't smell good and they give that to you to shower with, then I'm just like, that's a no.
Ozzy said, if a woman asks to use a bathroom and she takes more than 10 minutes, believe me, she's sniffing around.
Probably more than likely.
Jacinta said the bathroom does tell tales, man. I have seen things in men's bathrooms I care not to discuss.
And I'm sure guys have seen stuff in women's restroom too.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Lord. Okay.
Hey,
No idea.
Yes, Nicole. Yes.
No clue.
okay, so I guess we done laughed about that enough because we probably got stories about that if more people were on. But the
Mhm.
next question is, what are some things you like about dating during this time, if there are any? I think I have to give that question some thought.
Yeah, that's a thoughtful question. You have to give it some thought.
It really is something to ponder,
Yes.
because it's almost like what is it about it that you can't like other than if you are dating someone that you really like that
Mhm.
allows you to spend more time with them, you
Yeah.
know. And I know when I was in a brief relationship, I did like it because it slowed me down, which gave me more time to spend with him.
Yeah, I think the slowdown is probably um valuable. And I think it's something that we should practice going forward. I think that
You trying to tell me
no,
something?
I'm not
Oh,
telling you specifically. I'm speaking to all of us, single
oh,
singles out
okay.
here. Because I think we get caught up like quickly, when we're able to spend that time face to face. So, I
That is
think
true.
taking your time, slowing down, really getting to know them. I think that's the value in this. That's what
Yeah,
I
that's
see as the
that's
value.
true, Nicole, because with the physical touch, of course, you could become emotionally attracted or attached to someone a lot sooner,
Hmm.
especially if physical touch is your thing. We also mentioned before that you could pre-qualify people a lot easier right now
Hmm.
because of this virtual dating is the norm now. So before, if we just going out and we wasn't in COVID-19 and you ask somebody to video chat, they might be like, "Why you want to video chat? I mean, what? Why don't you see each other?" But now that's actually a good thing, and it makes sense to do it, you know. And so now you can check out everything before you actually see if you want to actually meet this person, meet them in person or not, because you like what you see or not. Did they check out?
So we've
So
got
pre-qualification.
we've got several comments. Jacinta said, "I don't have to waste public meetings to people who really want to waste my time."
Exactly. That's what we was talking about, Jacinta. Thank you.
Hmm. All right. Ozzy said, "Now I took the time to invest in myself, reset, and just have conversations."
Right. Right.
Ursula said, "I like the fact that if the energy is not there, you can easily move on."
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Nicole said, "You really get to know someone on an intellectual level before the physical."
That's true. That's true,
Yeah.
Nicole.
That is true, Nicole.
Yes.
He said, "Patience tested and brings out the real you with time to adjust yourself."
Mm-hmm.
And then Erica said, "You can see how creative they can be."
That's
Yeah,
true
I've
too.
seen
Yeah.
some beautiful, like creative stories. But I
Mm.
like what Ursula said too when she talked about, or I don't know if it was Ursula. Oh, easily move on. Yeah, because I think that that's what happened in my relationship. Because had it been, non-COVID, I would have been busier, and it would have taken me a little bit longer to recognize, some things. But
Mm.
but it was easier to move on because I was able to notice some things right away. Before Nick's 3 month time, I was able to notice stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Leading up to the 3 months, you was already like, this you probably ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a catch-22 with that too, because I think because I did slow down and I spent more time with him, I liked him a lot. I began to, fall for him quicker than normal. But then it was like, wait, okay, I need to pull back. Some things still aren't gelling.
Mhm.
Mhm. I think the creativity piece is huge. Oftentimes we get kind of stuck in a rut, and because we don't have other things that we can engage with and in. Now, we're looking at our phones, we're looking at our laptops in order to communicate. We're texting probably more, and we are having to be more creative in terms of how we do. I think Type Mike mentioned that virtual date that he went on. The young lady went to the park and had a picnic So I thought that was a very creative way to have a date.
Yeah,
Mhm.
With
he had a couple of creative dates.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
he did. He mentioned watching a movie together. Also, you could order the food and send it to him, and the guys eat together and eating the same meal or whatever from the same restaurant and talk about the food. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
several
Well,
things.
I have a question then. During COVID, if you're trying to get to know someone and they don't seem to be creative, you know, I mean, I'm sure you can decide if that's a problem for you or not, but what would be a way, I guess, for a guy or a female to be able to say to a guy, or share, these are some things that I would like. I mean, when she talked about being creative, who's the creative one? Is it the female to be creative or is it the guy to be creative? What would you suggest?
You talking to me or you talking to everybody?
I'm asking you, Nick.
Oh, okay. So I think they go both ways. I think quite naturally the females expect the guy to be a little more creative because a lot of times the guys may be picking a spot unless they actually are exchanging, like, okay, I'm gonna pick a restaurant this time, I'm gonna pick a spot, or we're gonna pick what we're gonna do, we taking turns. So I think, but it go both ways though. I think that both people should try to be creative in this, and it's not just one person. So they both could both benefit from each other, and that way one person don't have to think I got to come up with something all the time when I can take a break and somebody else come up with something else. And also that you don't feel like that one person may be just doing what you want to do just because you came up with it. So they give them an opportunity to plan something maybe they want to do. So it stretches you a little bit too. Both of you guys are being creative, but you may be trying different things that you never tried before.
You know what I would love to know, or if a poll can be done, I would love to know if oh no, we losing Nick.
Oh,
Did we lose Nick?
Oh, Nick,
no, I'm still here.
Oh, well maybe I
Oh,
can't see him. But I
oh,
would
okay.
love to do a poll to find out if during this time if women have been a little bit more aggressive
hmm,
Hmm, okay.
I
And
don't
what do
know.
you mean by aggressive? Can
during
you
this
expound on
time.
that? Can you expound on that a little bit, Jakitra?
So, Jokitra, can you hear?
Yeah, no, I can't hear Nick.
You can't hear me
Oh,
now?
he asked, could you expound upon that some?
I totally can't hear him at all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so he asked that you expound upon that.
Expound upon.
Your
Being
comment.
more aggressive.
Oh, if women are have been more aggressive
Right.
during
Yes.
COVID, stepping out of their norm, if they have done things differently, probably making the first move, or texting more, or offering up more.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. So we got several comments. Women, if you want to chime in, if you feel like you've been more aggressive during this time, please comment so we'll know. Or guys, if you feel like the women have been more aggressive during this time, let us know. Tasha said, I don't think it's safe to date right now. I think people should practice self improvement and just take things much slower in getting to know someone. So, Makina
Hey,
asked,
Marina.
who's the creative guy? Where is he? With our eyebrows stretched.
Marina said what now?
Who is this creative guy? Where is he? So she's saying
Well, that's what I want to know. That's what we trying to find out,
she
Makina.
she's implying that she has not met a creative guy during the COVID virtual dating scene. So Ozzy said, I think if people take the time to read relationship books, it will prepare them for the post pandemic. Audible is my best friend now. It will enhance your mind creatively with a vivid imagination. I think we kind of touched on that at our
Yeah,
last live.
Nick won't give me his book. Nick trying to hold out on the book that I
I'm gonna
supposed
give it to you this weekend. I already read it. I'm gonna give it to you, Jakitra. We just ain't met. We haven't met
because I
up
want
yet.
to read.
Yeah, but you know what, Ozzy, he make a good point. Ozzy, it's like whenever we say we want to be better at something, a lot of times we get some type of literature or material. But I think we slow to do that when it comes to relationships. But I'm trying to figure out why. If we say we want to be better in this and do better and find out more about yourself and the male or female, whatever it may be, and I think it worth putting in a lot of research, because it can also help and save you from a lot of headaches sometimes, as well. So
I think that we haven't been told that. You know what I mean? I think that, we always just think it's just going to come naturally, and no one really talks to us about that.
Mhm.
In churches, you don't really hear pastors really preaching or talking about that.
I
True.
And
agree. I agree with you, Jaquita. I definitely agree. That's not really talked about. And you kind of read some books about men. You don't really hear that, or read some books about women if you want to know more about it. You don't really hear people saying that. But I
no,
think it is a good thing to do.
yeah, because all you see is you see all these dating sites and you hear all these stories, so they make it seem like, oh, I found my husband on Tinder, or join this site, and that's why I think that's what, or oh, girl, he's gonna find you. I mean, you hear stuff like that. So we should be saying, girl, I read this book and it helped me. This is what I needed. That's why
Mhm.
I'm saying, Nick, I want my book.
So
I
Makina
got
said, I still expect the man to take the lead. I'll follow. Pamelia said, I'm working harder than ever, so no. And Holly said, I don't think aggressive is the right word. Assertive, yes. Aggressive, no. And then Holly
Okay.
followed up and she said, so true, Nick, but how many guys are willing to really do that kind of self-reflection?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And I'm glad she corrected that, because I do think that assertive is a much better word than aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Ursula said, if the intellectual piece is missing, you can identify it fairly quickly, most likely. So,
Oh, yeah.
mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So, Nick, is there a book out there that helps men talk about creative dating, tips for creative dating? Or are you working on writing one?
I'm definitely working on writing one. But I think it is a couple books kind of escape my memory right now that actually helps with that. A lot of it comes from a lot of pickup artists. They have these books and some things and how to be a romantic type person and charismatic as well. But it is some books out there. But I'll follow back up with you on some titles. Okay.
Okay, because that's what we're going to start giving out as gifts.
I like that idea. Some tools that they can use
Yeah.
for their dating toolkit.
I mean, because obviously we need it on both sides, obviously.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. Okay.
are y'all? I'm sorry. I had got so comfortable. I had to put my phone down. I'm on
Ma'am, let's go. Come
creativity.
on. What we doing?
Okay, so the next question is sexting. I hope
Oh,
sexting.
sexting.
Sexting, is that a yes or no? And how soon should this occur? Or what is too soon? The
Hmm.
only right answer is too soon is as soon as they get your number. That is definitely too soon.
Mm.
But I don't know. I don't like sexting. I just don't like it. And I'm sorry. I just don't like it. you know.
So in this digital age, no pictures are ever deleted. I mean, they are deleted, but they're not deleted.
That's
Like
what I heard, right? I think
that's
they say you could pull your server or something like that. If they really want to get it, they can really pull your server.
So that's what sexting is pictures, and not, it's just more than words too. It's showing pictures. Oh, well, my advice is if you're going to show a picture, just don't make sure your face isn't shown.
A lot of people made that mistake before, right?
Yeah, just don't do that. Then whatever else you do, that's your business.
so Makina said it's a no for me.
For sexting, I'll
Yes.
tell you, in my last relationship, it started. I used to have to call my other girlfriend to say, what do I say to this?
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. I forward her the text and I'll be like, can you tell me what to say to this?
My cousin Tommy said I'm not a fan of it either.
Hey, family. Yeah, I think that is it appropriate for the person to ask you, or do you find that it just starts happening?
Um, I mean, I think you saying, is it appropriate for them to ask you? I mean, I think in this, again, virtual dating space that we're in, and because people can't see each other in person, you might get some of that.
Well,
I think,
I would prefer for them to ask me. Yeah, I would prefer for them to say, I want to start sexting you, and I'd be like, I don't like that.
It's probably not gonna be that formal, Jokita. They just
yeah,
gonna so it'll maybe start off with, send me a sexy picture of yourself.
right,
Oh, okay.
right.
And when they say that, I start saying, you can go to my Facebook page. It's a whole from there. I'll say, isn't that what attracted you to me in the first place? Let's just be honest.
Yeah. So I think you can almost start like a little bit of foreplay. Like Nicole said, send me a sexy picture. And also it starts with conversation that you had previously. If you start getting into, body and all that type of stuff and what you really like, positions of that nature. So once you get into that realm, and I think that's when that slides on in, the sexing really, really starts because y'all already, if it's a boundary, y'all already crossed that bridge, across that boundary where y'all are there, y'all talking about that topic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll admit, in my last relationship, I believe I started it all because I said that I dreamt about them just from a dream. I just said about you. I didn't say what was in the dream, none of that. And then it started from there. And then I was like, oh my God, how do you get out of this? So I had to call on a girlfriend because I was like, I can't feel like no punk. You know what I mean? I was like, I talk a whole lot of trash, but when it comes to that, I'm like, shouldn't that be more natural? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Well, it's a little bit different than the physical act. So, it's a little bit different.
Nicole, why'd you put that up there while Nick was
I'm
talking?
sorry. They are rolling in. They are rolling in.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, that is the comment of the night. We should start having comments of the night. And I nominate that to be the comment of the night.
T. Lee, I think you won the comment of the night about
Can you put it up one more time?
the
One more
pic
again.
that you received that you were not impressed with and you immediately blocked.
She said out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, he didn't want another.
Oh my God. I think the word peen is what got me.
Stop it.
So to circle back real quick, and go back
Yes.
to this book. The book that comes to mind is called Nice Guys and Players by Ron Wills. It's a real good book.
Putting
Yeah.
that in there. Nice guys and players.
By Ron Wills, ROMWILLS. Nice Guys
Okay.
and Players is a real good book for men.
Spell the last name again.
Wills, WILLS. Wills.
Okay.
Rom, ROM.
Oh, Rom. Okay.
Rom. Yeah.
Nice
They
guys
call
and players.
him Uncle Rom. Yeah, Uncle Rom.
Uncle Rom.
Uncle Rom.
Like Rom, like RUM.
ROM.
ROM.
Oh, Rom.
ROM.
Okay.
Uncle Rom. Yeah, Nice Guys and Players. Real good book.
All right, I'm putting in the book suggestion. Nice Guys and Players by Rom Wills.
Ooh, that is hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the.
Okay, so Ozzy said, I think it is on that person's personality. It is not a question that they ask. Ursula said, you know that he's getting nasty when they ask you, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, what
Yeah, that's a common question.
What color?
How we respond is going to dictate a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
That question, what are you wearing? It normally comes a certain time of night, and especially if you're saying you just got out the shower.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
You just got a shower, then oh my God, that's when it all leads to stuff. But I mean, but we can be, I guess here's my thing. I can be flirtatious too, But then I wanted to come to a stop, a halt.
Mm.
When they want to continue, you're like, you can say something like, oh, well, I won't say what you can say.
Come on, tell us, come on, Jakeisha.
We'll just say this, if you say you just get out of the shower and they say, oh, I wish I was there to dry you off, and lotion you and all of that. And you be like, okay, can we just stop it right there? Thank you.
Now, if they say that, are they putting thoughts in your head when they do that?
I'm a Scorpio, of course.
Okay. All right, okay. All right.
Planting seeds.
That's what Jacinta's talking about.
And the thing is, but you're not here. So what is that going to do for me? So can we just stop it right there? Let's go back. Because I know my ex-boyfriend and I, we caught ourselves a lot, after I couldn't come fast enough, after my girlfriend couldn't text me what to say fast enough, I'll just ask another question to divert, go off to something political. Or, where did you say you wanted to travel again once this is over?
He picked up on that.
Yeah. All right. So Jacinta said men are visual, so to see is a big deal, but women don't want to see via pictures. All right. I got a couple of other comments over here. Camellia said, do stick drawings count? No, stick drawings do not count, Camellia. Makina said, if it's my husband, we sexting and sexing.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Holly McPhail said, you just slip into it. It can be fun and also really weird. And Holly said, come on, Jokeisha, don't be shy.
You said what now?
Holly said, come on, Jokeisha, don't be shy.
You know what? It wasn't that I was shy. I just sucked at it. You know what I mean? I just was like, dang, you got to actually put some thought into it. And then when my girlfriend, the pro, she was like, no, Jokeisha, it shouldn't be that hard. You just have to close your eyes and imagine. And I was like, that's too much work. She said, the problem is you probably trying to watch HGTV and
do it at the same time. She know you. Right.
Yeah. Real good.
And that was it. That takes a lot of thought.
All right. Renee said, at a minimum, without images and only from a person I have known for a while.
So I'm hearing them to say that sexting is okay.
Well, it's kind of.
Some people have said it's okay.
Some people have said that, yes.
Yeah, some people said that.
Sorry, Ozzy said, Jokeisha, a picture of yourself on Facebook in your bathing suit is PG, and then the floodgates open. That's how it starts, for example.
It is. And when they come in my messenger and say, hey, sexy, I'd be like, can't talk to you.
We had that a few lives ago, didn't we? About the hate. All right. I said some women love saying that to engage in your imagination. So imagination is part of that, right?
It is. And that's what my girlfriend said. And I was just like, epic fail. That was an epic fail for me.
Okay.
That's the area that I know I would need to work on. But like Marina said, if that's my spouse, I don't have any problems with that. But when it's just someone that I'm dating and I don't know how serious it is, then I'm kind of more reserved.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's good to kind of, leave something to the imagination, but really, really get that person to that point. But then at the same time, have them having visuals of what you're saying. I think that's a good way to wait. If you could do that without images, you're really good.
Yeah, I think that's an art.
Yeah.
Definitely think it's art.
But I think you did the right thing.
Huh?
I think you did the right thing. You reached out for some assistance. Like it was an area that you said you wanted strong in, so you actually reached out for some help.
But once I got comfortable, once you get comfortable with a person, then of course, it's a little bit different then. Mm-hmm. But I still don't I would prefer not to. I would just prefer not to, other than the sweet little, oh, I miss you. Oh, I just can't wait to see you, and give you a hug, that sort of that.
So would it be something, if you prefer not to, would that be something that you'll bring up in the conversation? Like kind of like early on, so they'll let them know? Because other than that, they may offend you, or you saying you don't want to see that.
Well, I think that that's what I need to start doing because, even when that started and it got so heavy, I should have corrected, I should have told him, I'm getting my girlfriend to come back with these comments
It's
because
really not
come
me.
on,
It's
good.
really not
I'd
me.
be like, ooh, girl, that's good. Ooh, that's good.
I
And then,
forgot about that.
and then he come back with something and I'd be like, dang.
He's like, girl, I need something else. I need something else. He came back with something else. I need something else.
So going forward, I think that is something that I'm going to have to just say that I really don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I would imagine that it's probably more popular during this time.
During this time, yes, yes,
Because
Sexy.
mhm,
yes, right.
yeah, because people can't,
Mhm.
have that physical.
Right,
Mhm.
They
exactly.
want to have the visual in place of the physical.
It's almost
Oh,
like
so
what we
you're
do now.
saying that you think sending pictures are more common now.
They are. It is more common now.
So, ladies, because I know the gentlemen probably don't care, just make sure it's from the neck down.
Ursula said it's the whole business. Hi, my name is Debbie, and I'm just wild about you.
Right,
Oh,
Ursula.
Nicole.
Right. When they under sexy. Yeah, I get them all the time. I get them all the time in my DM.
Yeah, that's Nicole.
Yeah, I get them all the time in my DM. Like I get that.
Uh-oh, Nick,
No,
you
I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. Like Ursula said, there's a soliciting business.
Hmm.
so you get solicitors in your DM?
Yes, yeah, all the time.
Oh, okay.
So Johnny Johnson asked, "Do you think he showed those pictures to his friends?" So Johnny, she didn't say. I'm
He's
not sure.
asking the young lady.
Maybe I'm not sure. Johnny, give me some clarity because I'm not quite sure who. Did somebody say that they sent some pictures?
No, I said make sure you send from the neck down.
Yeah, yeah. He was
So that
saying
your face is never shown.
right.
Okay, so the next question is what have you learned about dating during COVID-19, and about yourself?
Hmm.
Have you learned anything, Nicole?
Um, I'm sorry. Holly says she gets solicited every day.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oof,
ooh,
wow.
ooh, ooh,
Okay.
ooh, ooh. Holly,
Mhm.
Holly, do you respond? And do you respond like Nicole just read?
Hi, my name is Debbie.
No.
I'm
Hi,
just
my name is
wild about you.
Holly.
1-800-SEXY.
So,
Anyway,
what have you learned about yourself during COVID-19?
um, and I need more work
Okay, hold up for a minute. Need more work,
on me.
or work?
I need more work on me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Holly said, HELL no.
but Nicole, that's good. A lot of people are really realizing that, like, it's really self improvement time for a lot of people, and especially, it's a good time to do it. And so when it's time to get out there and date again physically, and then hopefully you improve in some areas that you may be not as strong in, and some pitfalls that you may have reached, and so you recognize that and you kind of improve on that, and then get back on that dating world when everything opens back up.
Look, and clearly I'm not living my best life with this, going to his house and going to the bathroom and checking out the kitchen and all of that. So listen, I just got a lesson here tonight. If I ain't learned nothing else,
Now you
I need
know.
to check the kitchen and the bathroom.
Yes.
At least
According
listen, at least the bathroom. Because see, here's the thing: if they know you're coming over, the kitchen is probably going to be tidy. But
uh,
see, they gonna miss the bathroom cabinets and the medicine cabinet because they're not going to be thinking like that. Because if
Right.
they're not a thorough cleaner, if they're a thorough cleaner, then they gonna have all that handled. But if
Yeah.
not, bathroom is definitely a sure tell sign.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like you said, they have the outside or the bathroom clean, but they ain't thinking about straightening up their cabinets because like they thinking
Yeah.
nobody should be in there, nobody should be looking.
Yep.
And
So
nobody
guys,
should be
let's
looking. You all are
go.
private investigators. What in the world?
Well, you just doing a little spot check. I mean,
Spot check.
you know what? If I become his woman, I can help him organize. I can help him get organized. I can see areas that he need to work on as far as organization.
But you
You
know,
know,
And
he ain't gonna get to that point because he ain't organized. You're gonna be like, I'm not with it. You
but
can
every
do it.
but you'll be surprised though. There are some guys out there that are more organized than a lot of women. So you won't know that until you check. You'll be surprised. Or some people can be like me. Like I have earrings all over my dresser. I just go ahead and point out my bad faults. I said, don't talk about my dresser with all my earrings. I just go ahead and point that out. So
Oh,
that you can't say nothing about it. So a guy might say, okay, I'm not so organized. I'm gonna work on that. And
the
you can say, "Hey,
disclaimer.
with that. We can go, to the storage container store and get some storage. I'll help you with that. No problem, baby.
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Also, Nicole, what you see in that bathroom may not never come up in a conversation. So at least
Them,
you know,
them antibiotics
right?
definitely not gonna
Yeah,
come up.
at least you know, and then you can make a good informed decision. Because the thing
And
is,
Viagra might not come up either.
right, it may not come up. So what I'm saying is, if it
Listen,
never comes up, but you start hearing things that line up with what they got in that cabinet, you're like, okay, I need to make an informed decision now.
that's not
Because
on the pre-qual.
what if they have dentures?
See, that may not never come up.
That's not on the pre-qual list.
That should be. Look, that should be if you like to. But
All right.
again,
Bring it back. Bring it
You
back.
said- I thought you were just having me buy that sugar-free gum because you was just
Oh my God.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So basically,
Listen, Pamelia said, y'all stay out of people's stuff. You can't be my man snooping through my things. I'm sorry. She said, that's a red flag. That is a red flag.
well, hey, listen. I promise you, it has been done. I promise.
Woo.
If somebody has come to your house, whether it's male or female, somebody has looked through your cabinets. I'm not saying everyone does it, but I promise you,
everybody has.
so thankful that I had a friend that told me this. Otherwise, I would have never known.
See, Nicole ain't had no friend that told her. See, Nicole didn't even know. See,
No clue.
Nicole, I'm your friend tonight.
Thank
I'm
you.
your informed friend tonight.
Thank you. Okay. I know now.
You done brought out the fan.
I
So
did.
back to the question about what have you learned? And
So Alethea chimed in. She said, that's me too, Nicole. I need to work on me more. That's what I've learned.
that's a good Alethea.
you know what I think? I think that if all of us are going to be honest with ourselves, that during COVID-19, all of us should have learned that we have more work to do on ourselves. Some area, whether spiritually, mentally, physically, there are areas that we all need to work on.
Yeah.
And I know, believe it or not, I have devotion calls every day except for Sundays. But on the devotion calls, it's always a revelation. So I think that we need to be honest with ourselves about that. I know I learned from dating or during this COVID season that I definitely got to slow down some if I am going to be in a relationship with someone. I definitely got to give them more of my time because that's always been a complaint. And I'm like you too, Nick. I haven't slowed down much. So that's what I've learned. Well, I've learned a lot about myself. I've taken a good assessment.
That's good. That's
That
good.
is good.
Using this time wisely.
All right.
Yeah.
So I said I got to reset and enhance my depth in understanding. What's that?
Pronounce it, Nicole.
I don't know.
It's
Ozzy, I need a dictionary for that one. You got to break that one down.
Mhm.
And the way how others think. Man, is it? I don't know.
I can get you. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you, girl.
Look it up. I
Because
appreciate
I have a friend. I don't know if Alyssa is on the live tonight, but when she used word, I learn a new word every day.
it. Oh my gosh.
Concupiscence or whatever formal is strong sexual desire. That's what that means.
Oh, we got.
He has to reset and enhance his depth and understanding lust and the way how others think.
Hmm. That's
Hmm.
the word for the day. Y'all wrote that
Oh,
down? That's the
yeah,
word for the day.
we just get it pronounced correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Cancu, right. Where's Alyssa when I need her?
We could hear Ozzy say this in his island accent.
I'm gonna teach her one tonight. Does she already know? But
So Pamelia said, I promise I will not go through your things, male or female. And Holly said to Pamelia, it's a bad habit. I know. I'm usually just looking for dental floss.
That's a good excuse. That's a good excuse. That's a good
that's
one.
good. So see, Holly even is up on game.
Right.
She even up on game.
Very much so. Very much so.
She said, I'm usually looking for dental floss.
Right.
That's just it.
Right.
So Ozzy's comment, put it back up, please, ma'am. So he said he got to reset and enhance his depth and understanding a strong sexual desire or lust and the way how others think. So, okay, I have to, I guess, break that down a little bit, Nick, because it's coming from a man, and I hope Ozzy will chime in too. When he say how others think, I'm thinking others. Oh, well, maybe he's not just thinking about females. How we think is what I'm hearing. Lust and how others think. So is that how you're reading it? How females think?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Ozzy, give us some clarity on that one, if you don't mind. And
Right.
David just broke it down phonetically. He said concupiscence.
Concupiscence. Okay. That sounds so easy once it's pronounced correctly. But I still don't get lust from that.
Yeah. Never heard of that one. But it's
so did he say what Ozzy is saying? Did he say, what he gathered from that?
No, he just broke down the word.
Yeah, he just broke it down phonetically so we know how to pronounce it.
Right.
Okay.
So Ozzy said, of course, how women think.
Yeah.
Desires.
Okay, where's Nick?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Something is wrong with my laptop. My new laptop is acting up for me.
All right. Well, he right there. So Ozzy gave us some clarity. He said, I got to reset and enhance my depth and understanding sexual desires and the way women think.
Hey Ozzy, that book,
well,
it addresses that several times.
On that part about understanding the way women think, that's the part that I wanted Nick to chime in more on.
Joketra, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, he was talking about it, but you was over talking him.
Oh, I can't hear Nick. There he is.
Yeah.
He totally left my screen.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No, he right here. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. Not only she couldn't hear me, but she couldn't see me either.
I'm sorry.
But what I was going to say to Ozzy, that book, Nice Guys and Players, it talks about that over and over again about how women think sexually and everything. And it teaches you also how to respond and be equipped to respond to that as well. So it's a great book.
Well, Nick, can you give us the Reader's Digest version real quick? This is asking for me.
Book suggestion, yeah. All right, Nice Guys and Players. I don't want to sum up the whole book, G. I want people to read it. I want people to read that book.
Okay. Well, can you just give us something to make us all want to read it in terms of, because I mean, if what he's saying is lust and how women think, I'm a woman, so I want to know in terms of dealing with the male, if he's trying to figure out, okay, well, how does she think? And I'm saying this because my ex-boyfriend just said to me, I can't figure you out. He's like, I just been trying to figure you out. You're so different. I can't figure you out. And I'm like, well, wouldn't it be if you took the time to get to know me, and we talk, and you observe my behavior, wouldn't that be enough?
Mm-hmm. it gets real deep, Jaketra, and it talks about how women may not talk about sex as much as men, but they still like it as much as men. You see what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
that's a misconception by a lot of men don't think that. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? And also it talks about how the physicality of a man, how a man looks can turn a woman on. It talks about how a woman would treat a man differently based on what each man said, but based on how they look also as well. So it's like one man can say one thing to you, the same thing, and let this other man say it. You will react differently based on the man that you're attracted to. So it goes into all of that.
We
It
talked
talks
about
about
that before.
yeah. It
Well,
talks
I just said at the beginning of the live that if the right man got in a woman's DM, even the woman that's talking about, oh, I don't think we should social distance. If the right man got in her DM, she'd be quick to be like, "What time you want to meet?"
exactly. I'm not even wearing a mask. What time you want
Yeah,
to meet? Where you want to meet?
yes. So
Yes.
that's definitely true,
Yeah.
and that's true too on a part of the treatment because you see it all the time when
Oh,
women, if a man satisfies a woman in bed sexually,
mhm,
then she gonna let her, and he fine, look good, got a nice job. She letting
mhm.
a whole lot slide.
Yes.
Mm.
It talks about, and you just mentioned something else too. It talks about sex, and we talking about good sex is the equalizer to social economic status.
Ooh,
Mm.
is
So you
that?
think about, I want you to think about that for a minute. So good sex is the equalizer to someone else's social economic status.
Hmm.
So you want me to break it down even further?
Well, whew,
So David asked a question, which I think is relative to what you're saying. He says,
Uh-huh.
does it, and I'm assuming he mean the book, break down what words you should use based on your looks to get the same results?
It really doesn't talk about what words you should use and stuff. And we talked about this before. I know I have about pickup lines. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't talk about what words. The best thing you could do is actually have great conversation and just good conversation. Just be able to hold a good conversation. And one thing I would say, if he's speaking about pickup lines, um, one thing I would like caution people on pickup lines, especially guys, because it's almost like it's an icebreaker, but it's like you want the conversation to escalate, right? But if you say a pickup line, it's already up there. And then if you don't have good conversation to follow, it de-escalates. So that means
Mm-hmm.
that you actually intrigued her and then you almost lost her because you couldn't hold
Yeah.
a conversation. So my thing is be cautious about saying these nice pickup lines and then you don't have good conversation to follow. But it just talks about David just having good conversation in general and being able to approach any woman and being able to hold a conversation no matter her level of whatever type of intellectual she is, being able to hold a good dialogue with her and be able to transition to different topics.
All right. My cousin Tanya said, break it down.
okay. So yeah, go back to what you said about good sex and the socioeconomic.
All right, so let me break it down real quick, real quick, dirty version. So you may have a woman, right? Let's just say we have a woman that's actually getting all her needs met financially from this guy because he's well off. So he has great socioeconomic status. But like you said, Jaketra, he's not putting it down in the bedroom. He's not at all. Guess what? She's gonna get tired of that and she's gonna call Pookie and Ray Ray, like I said before. And the song that came out before, Everyone that Want to Splack a Belly, he's coming through to blow her back out. You see what I'm saying? Because old boy ain't getting it done. So what I'm saying is that she would treat that guy that has a lot of money different than she treating old boy that she calling in at like 2 o'clock in the morning to get her right. She gonna treat him totally different. Matter of fact, she taking all the money from the guy that has all the money and she's buying the guy that's blowing her back out stuff.
I've heard that before.
Hmm.
Right.
So
So
that must
it's the
be
equalizer to socioeconomic status. That's what that means.
Hmm.
wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay. So hold on. Ozzy said women have their own language and it could be quite confusing. They often mind talk and act differently when you verbalize when your response to it, and it becomes a chase game when they actually are not in sync with their own self. Hmm.
Now, Ozzy,
So
go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna say, with that, Ozzy, also you have women in general. Some of them just don't know what they want because they don't know themselves well enough, and that's when it's a chase game because they can't tell you what they want because they don't even know. So it's like it changes, and sometimes it changes because of what they heard before, and so then it may change because they actually they did it in a different area in their life, so it changes again. So it has to be a mature woman that actually tell you what they're looking for.
Okay, so what you just said in response to Ozzy and what I was thinking when you were, you gave the scenario earlier,
Mm.
is that an age thing? Because I mean, I understand the whole thing behind good sex. I think that, everybody wants good sex. But I think that after you reach a certain age, good sex is important, but it's not going to be the end all be all. You know what I mean? You still need to bring some other things to the table to satisfy that person. So when you gave the scenario about that, I'm thinking if it's an older, more mature person, the material things is not going to be, it.
Yeah. So look, I definitely generalized when I said that. But again, when I'm dealing with any one of my clients, whenever the first thing I always ask is who you dealing with a lot of times, like what's the age of this person? Because what I'm going to tell you a lot of times is going to differ based on the age of the person you're dealing with. So I
Okay.
got different stuff I want to tell you for someone that's 25 and under, and then somebody that may be 35 and up. I'm going to tell you some different stuff because it's based on maturity level where they at.
That's what I was about to say. Is it age or is it maturity level? Because
Maturity
you
level.
can't have a mature 25-year-old and an
Exactly.
immature
Exactly.
40-year-old.
And you also have some old fools, so you're right. So it's based on maturity level.
Yeah,
So that's why I
because
have to assess who they dealing with. That's why I'm gonna ask a lot of pointed questions about what are they saying and what are they doing before I actually give someone advice because I'm dealing with the maturity level of the person. So I'm gonna tell you if you really want that person, what may work for them.
yeah. Well, I want to say this too because I think that there are some guys out there that think that because they have good sex, they can act any way that they want to act, and women are just going to be content with that.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, I mean, at my age, yes, the good sex would be important, but you still got to be able to act right, and have some other things about yourself.
That's
That's
true.
just not keep a person.
That's true, Keisha. But see, the thing is, it depends on the woman. So you're a woman of high value, right? So you're a woman, a qualitative woman. You're a woman of high value. So of course, you're gonna have to bring more to the table. But
Mhm.
there's some women that's all they looking for. That's all they need. They said some women like, I already got money. I don't need your money. I already got money. I buy you stuff. All I need is for you to come through. And I don't even want to talk about the
And
name for
break
that.
you out.
I don't want to talk. Right. I don't want to talk about the name for that. But they got some that in the office they call F files. They got somebody that's just part of the F files. You see what I'm saying? So all I need you to do is just come through and just break me up. So
Dang
So
it, that's why it's so hard in these streets.
look, so David just broke it down for us. He said he learned something the other day. There are levels of sex. 4-star sex is I need to marry you. 3-star sex is when I can't get to my 4-star, you're up. 2-star is dildo is not working. And 1-star is forever friend status.
Oh God. Oh God.
So weak. Y'all are sick.
David, that is so true, I believe. That is so real.
Oh, David.
that's good, David.
David.
So men are out in the street talking about she a 4, she a
Woo!
2.
I cannot.
And the ones I believe are the ones that they're saying, "Oh man, you can have her. Oh yeah, you can have her. I don't care nothing about her."
Listen, it's all types of scales out there. Trust me, it's all types of scales.
Clearly.
I can't rate it.
Woo!
So
Clearly.
that's why nobody ain't hooking up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay. That's scary right there.
It-
Okay, so the next question is, or the last question, I should say, is should there be resolution when ending a relationship?
Hold on, y'all. David said, got the nerve to say, that's what I learned from a woman. Well, that does make sense because you said dildo not working. Duh.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. I believe guys have them too.
Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. Ozzy said,
But
Ozzy is co-signing on you, David.
okay, I got a question. I have a question. I'm sorry, because I thought about this the other day when I was at work. Because I want to know what guys think when they see beautiful, nice bodied, or sexy, if they want to call it, women, and they see them as single. They're single. Do they go ahead and label them and say, "Oh, she crazy," or "Oh, she is so independent"? I mean, what label do they give them? Because you always hear, "Oh, it must be something wrong with you if you're single." And I was thinking, well, do women, when we see fine brothers, do we say the same thing about them too and just go ahead and assume?
Y'all say something different. Y'all don't say they crazy. Y'all, what do y'all say? He must be a dog. He must be a player. Why you don't have nobody?
Y'all don't know what I say.
Okay,
I don't even want to say what I say.
all right. But
All right.
if we're gonna say, because everybody don't say that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say what I say. I bet he got a little wee.
Oh my goodness.
So David said there's a reason for her singleness.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's what he's saying. He says that there's a reason for her singleness, but does he apply a reason? That's what I'm asking. Do they apply a reason?
So I think a lot of men, generally, like David said, they will feel like something must be wrong, right? Because you're beautiful, and that means that you're meeting men all the time. Like you've been approached by men all the time. So the thing is, if you've been approached by men all the time, why have you not selected one? Exactly. Why have you not selected one? Because it's not alike that you don't have options. It's different if you don't have options, but if you have options, you not selected one, you wonder why not. So now men will still take the chance a lot of times and say, I got to figure out why. And they say, oh yeah, she was crazy. But men they're gonna label you. They're gonna go with the label like something must be wrong. But if you look good enough, they're gonna try to figure it out. They're gonna try to find out.
David say, you may find out why they are single after a brief conversation with them too. LOL.
That's true.
He said, hey, Keecher, they say paper cuts hurt too. Mm-hmm. Try to have a conversation to find out.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you notice David said he still approached the conversation. He still went with the conversation, even though he's like, you must be something wrong. He still tried to figure out for himself.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So Alethea said, I was told that so many times by men generalizing about my single status, it actually pisses me off.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because you see it all the time. You see men saying that, why are there so many single Black females? I mean, they don't take the statistics into consideration. I don't know, but all these singles group, and I'm just like, oh, that's just not fair. It's just not fair to say that.
It's not. And I agree with Alethea. Like, as a guy, you should never say that. You may think that, but you should definitely never say that, because a lot of women will take that the wrong way, especially if they're trying to find the right one too. You see what I'm saying? And they have heard that before, and you saying it again, it's not going to help you at all if you're actually trying to get with her.
Yeah.
But I also think it goes back, and what made me think about it was when you talked about, well, somebody was talking about the whole sex game, because there are some independent women that have just already made up in their mind that the only thing that he can do for her is just, have sex with her. Mm-hmm. So they're content with that, because it's kind of hard to try to get to know someone or to meet someone on their level.
Mm-hmm. Ozzy said, I hear it all the time, and I'm cautious about my decisions. Life is not a trial run. You wisen up after marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
So Nicole said maybe she is not ready and wants to be single.
Yeah.
And I think that when you find out more about that person, like what Ozzy just said, if it's somebody that's been married before, that's divorced, then I think once they might start sharing your story, you might be like, oh, okay, you might not want to do that again. You might be a little more cautious.
Mm-hmm.
That you do have to take the time to get to know the person, and then you can understand it a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
See, the thing
Okay.
is, well, I ain't gonna say.
No, go ahead.
David
Go
said,
ahead. Because I think this is something that we probably should talk about a little bit more because it happens on both sides, though.
no, for sure.
So I think it's a good question, or it's a good thing to find out whether this person is actually actively dating someone or they're trying to work on themselves. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a reason. So it's like that's a good thing to find out. When was your last relationship? That would be a good question to ask too. So if you assuming there's something wrong with this person, but this person may be very patient. They may have been married before. So they really said, I want to take my time and I do not want to be in a whole bunch of relationships, and I want to maybe date one person and hope that person's gonna be the one I marry. Who knows what their goals are? That's the thing. You'll never know their goals until they tell you.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you for entertaining that question. I do think that we can revisit, and have some series of questions around that. Because like what Alethea said when she said pisses me off, it'd be good to hear how some guys approach that, because some guys just come out and be like, what's wrong with you? You must be crazy, or, whatever they say.
Right.
So a little tip.
No.
This is a little tip for some men. The thing is, if you see a beautiful woman, the last thing you want to do is comment on her beauty anyway, because she hear that every day. She hears that every single day. If you want to separate yourself from all the men that come to her every single day, don't comment on her beauty. It's another way to approach her.
So I said that's why listening is so vital. Don't just watch their body language, listen to their words.
That's good, Ozzy.
Janita said, come on, Nick.
He came on that one. He gave some tips. So back to the last question about should there be resolution when ending a relationship? Right, Miss Everett.
Right. Yeah, they need to get to know your story, Miss Everett. I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Very true. So they're all co-signing. All right. David said, I can see that if someone had a rough experience being married and divorced, and perhaps also wanting to raise their children before dating again.
Right.
Well, they might delay getting in a relationship until their children are grown.
Right. They're probably gonna be a lot more patient, and they probably gonna be focused, like you said, on their family.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So a Negro need to step to them right. Okay. So the question about should there be resolution when ending a relationship, or should you just be like, peace? That's my resolve. Do this.
So what do you take on that, Keisha?
Comment from Alethea. She said, that's been my deal. Single right now because I'm working on me. It's not because I'm mean, crazy, aggressive, independent, etc. So,
right.
All right. So to the question at hand about should there be resolution?
Ending a relationship. I mean, how healthy is it to have some resolve, when ending a relationship?
I think that's the ideal situation if you can. But a lot of times when you in a relationship, sometimes you haven't really fully processed what you've been through. So that might take a little time and to come to a place of dealing and healing with what you've gone through in that relationship. So
based on what you're saying, so could a part of your healing be for you to understand or get from that person what it is or why the relationship didn't work? Is that wrong to want to know?
Jakitra, I think that's good. In theory, that you will want it to go that way. But the thing is, it's a lot of bad breakups. And so people are so hurt till you may not get that resolved. A lot of times people are angry. A lot of times people are hurt. So it's like you may not get that resolved. That's a great thing. I always say it takes two mature individuals to sit down and say, you know what? We tried. I enjoyed my time with you, but it didn't work. And they both agree and they just both to go their separate ways and just end like that. And a lot of times that does not happen. Somebody end up being hurt, somebody end up being angry. So you don't really get the resolve that you may like.
So Erica said depends on the person and the situation. Pamelia said, "What will resolution do for you, Adele?" Hello.
Well, you hear a lot of people when they talk about their relationships, sometimes they can speak so badly about the person,
Mhm.
and whenever I hear that, I just kind of hurt because I'm just like, could it have gone differently, or would you not use that against someone else, if you would have had a better understanding of why that relationship didn't work. So that's why I was wondering how healthy or important that is, in that. And sometimes, some people think that, oh, I ain't do nothing wrong in that relationship. But after you go back and you and that person talk, you did everything wrong.
Hear somebody say that, I see the problem already. If you say you
Right.
can't admit you did anything wrong, it takes two. I see the problem already.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, since we are mature, it would be great if you could have that type of dialogue to say, because then when you're in a relationship, how often is it that you're going to say, well, you did this and I don't like this, or if you could have done this better. He said,
Yeah.
needs
So
to be.
Kenneth, yeah, Kenneth said resolution needs to be first and foremost internal. You may never get the resolution you desire, and I think it's been mentioned already. It depends on the person's and the situation. Because some
Good,
people
Ken.
aren't interested in a resolution.
Yeah.
They're like what Tanya is saying here. We tried, ain't work. Wish you well, deuces.
Mhm.
So sometimes that's the situation.
Right.
Ozzy said space is important for a season. When things settle and both are ready to converse about it, address with a peaceful spirit, especially if children are involved.
Definitely, Ozzy, especially.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, if children are involved, or if it was a marriage, I think that that's on a whole nother level,
Yeah,
right?
it's a whole nother level in the marriage when you
Yeah,
got assets and children
I wasn't
involved. Yeah.
thinking along those lines
That's a
because
whole nother, whole nother
that's
level.
the story in and of itself.
Yes.
So Nicole said, I'll let them know why it didn't work because maybe that person wasn't aware of how something affected the other person.
You're a good person, Nicole. That's good.
That's my no, I mean, and Nicole, she is, and that's my take on it. You
Hmm.
know, and I think that it can help them going forward in their next relationship.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ozzy said sometimes you just have to heal and forgive, let it go, move on. And Kenneth said the best resolution or closure is usually unilateral.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why I was wondering if you had something from a professional standpoint on that.
Nick.
Resolution.
Well, Alethea, what's she saying?
Sometimes it's not possible. The hurt is real. Still waiting on the resolution I desire, but have resolved that it's not going to happen. That's why I'm working on me.
See,
So Tanya said, when you're in it, you got to talk about what bothers you. If you're having the same conversation over and over, then it's time to make some decisions.
yeah, and then when you leave, that's when they be like, "Oh, that's what you was talking about."
Hmm. So David said they will forever tell you I can do better or explain why your reasons for moving on aren't valid and can have you second guessing. Tasha said the resolution should be within oneself. Why did I allow this person in my life? And then David further,
You gotta take that approach.
she said, why did I allow this person in my life?
Well, look, Tasha, what about the part about some people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime?
She's like, why did I allow? But I appreciate you taking some ownership there. David said, I had an ex tell me that she would not give me the feedback regarding what I could have done better because she didn't want to help me with the next person.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
So
that. Yes,
that's very
I was gonna
selfish.
say that. It is.
If
Really?
It
that
is.
is the most selfish thing that you can do.
And so, Deketra, from my professional experience, a lot of times, and I'm gonna say a lot of times. I'm not gonna say most times because you have to have research when you say most of the time. So I'm gonna say a lot of times and sometimes. Um, you don't get that resolved because someone's been hurt, and the thing is, a lot of times you may have someone that's mature enough to say, you know what, it just didn't work out, let's move on, but the other person not mature enough. So it's hard to have two mature individuals to come to that. Most of the time when I do see that, it's when they were married and they have kids involved, so they got to figure out how to co-parent. And that's still even hard, but they got to do it because they have to figure out how to co-parent. You see what I'm saying? So they're almost forced into it. But if we don't have no assets and nothing to split and nothing to talk about, then deuces, I'm going my way, you go yours. That's it. That's normally how it happens. Mm-hmm. And hopefully I don't see you in the streets because you might catch something.
Yeah, David said, yeah, she was a hater, LOL.
Right. Said what now?
David said, yeah, she was a hater.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very selfish of that person.
Camellia said, I'm the one to say it was me, not you, but really, let's not pick over the bones. Kenneth said, resolution depending entirely on someone else is really vindication and or validation.
Mm-hmm. I like that, Kenneth.
Yeah. All right. So, number
those are the questions
about resolutions.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, again, ideally it'd be great if you could, but oftentimes it doesn't happen or it's delayed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I was just thinking too, because last night when I was watching it, I saw that Jamal Bryant and his ex got back together, and I was like, okay, if they got back together, it might be some hope out there for some other people. Solution had to occur because sometimes you don't know. Just like what David said with the ex, when she was like, "I'm not telling you because I don't want you to, prepare yourself for the next person." What if that her sharing that with him could have helped them get back together?
That's true. That's true. But maybe she said that already. He just didn't get it. I mean, who knows? Like maybe it was said. Sometimes when you hurt and you're really in the thick of things, it's hard to receive from that person, which is sad.
Yeah.
So obviously she was the person, based on what I heard, she was the person that was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely hurt.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The person that just deleted and blocked me, obviously they were hurt.
Yes, they hurt. They were hurt. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Jakeisha, you seem to be doing fine. And then that person is hurt. So that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to find two people that's like, hey, let's just move on. It didn't work out. Hey, I hope the best for you. Hope you want the best for me and move on. That rarely happens. It's kind of hard.
She said she just went back to what she was comfortable with.
I
just got it. Okay. That situation is probably more so for media attention more than anything. But I'm just like, wow.
It can happen.
We should never say what we're not gonna do.
Never say never.
Yeah. And we all learned that.
All right. Was that our last question?
That's the last question of the day.
All righty.
That we have a comment of the night.
That's so funny.
And you want to send us out on that comment? No, I'm just kidding.
So Tasha said, perhaps the next person can tolerate what may be a bother to someone else.
That's good.
That is good.
That's something.
And I'm sure that's what ends up happening.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Something that's a deal breaker for somebody might be no big deal for the next person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because what does the quote say? That I may not be perfect for you, or something, but
I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
Yeah, are perfect for someone else, something like that.
Yeah. You got some people, the same reason why they left for that person and left that person, the next person may be built for that. They actually helped them in that area, and they have a whole bunch of patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows?
That's cool. All right. Ken said relationship resolution is often approached like New Year's resolutions. They may or may not be met. Seeking it can raise unrealistic expectations.
He said New Year's resolutions. DK.
Hey,
not the pastor, Reverend Pastor.
Got in late meeting.
Oh yeah, we could have used you earlier. We were talking about takes on sexting.
You had to catch the replay, DK, but thank you for showing up. We appreciate it.
Thank you, DK.
All right.
You made a comment earlier, and that just made me think about something. But I can save that for that'd be good for another live for our
Okay.
next live next Tuesday.
Let's table that. Let's table that.
it next.
Let's
I
table
already,
it.
I think I already have like 2 topics. So actually, it'd be good if you all have any topics that you would
Yes.
discuss. Please drop them in the comments, DM us, and share what topics you want us to discuss, because we want us to do this every Tuesday at 30.
DK, I got you, man. Hey, we could do Zoom, whatever like that. And when I'm in DC, I definitely gonna check you out.
Oh yeah, DK know where some nice spots are to eat at in that area. So take him out to eat.
I need that.
All right. Lynette said, great watch party. Thank you. Everyone continue to be safe. David said, I see the Nice Guys and Players book is $249 in paperback. Must be.
You buying in bulk. You buying in bulk. You could buy a single too, David. I did see that too. That's a bulk. You gotta, I don't know. I seen that at first when I went to go buy it, but you can buy it single also. But yeah, he's selling the bulk as well.
You can get you a library card if you don't already have one, and you can check it out.
That ain't in the library. Jakita, that ain't in the library.
It's not.
It's not in the library.
Yeah.
I was going tomorrow.
Nah, that's not in the library. Yeah.
Nick, you have that one too? You got that book too?
Yes.
Can I check out 2 books?
Jakita, I'm gonna send you some of I'm gonna let you come through my library. Okay.
Yes, that's what I want to do. And I'll bring a library card and sign it.
All right. So definitely encouraging you all to go to the Singles in the City Where Kings Meet Queens Facebook page and if you have not already, and go to our YouTube channel. We actually have 2 subscribers now.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Jakitra.
So go to our YouTube channel. Our shows are there. And you can catch the replay there, readily available, so you don't have to scroll through our pages and whatnot. But Single in the City Where Kings Meet Queens YouTube channel. So check us out.
Yes, we got to do better with I know I haven't done my due diligence with that. So I need to promote that we have a YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ozzy.
Ozzy, the show was awesome last week too. And I think you know why it was so awesome last week too, Ozzy. Thank you. And thank you for teaching us a new word tonight.
All right.
Anybody want to contact me? It's Nick Rains at The Love Innovators on Instagram, and I do a free consultation. I'm also on Twitter, Love Innovators, and you can also reach out to me on my Gmail to book a free consultation. theloveinnovators@gmail.com.
All right.
I need a consultation.
Yeah. We gotta finish ours.
Yes.
All right, I am typing it in. The Love Innovators.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Instagram and also on Twitter.
All right. So
thank you, Ms. Robinson.
Good. Kenneth,
Nice
guy.
Had a birthday. I believe she just had a birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Kenneth, it is somewhat of that. Kenneth. You could definitely up your game and your skills on that book.
All right, David Lee just
definitely checking that one out.
He said David Lee said 3 subscribers now. He just subscribed.
Thank you, David.
Yes, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right. Erica said, thank you guys. Always a good show. Thank you, cousin. Appreciate you being on.
Cousin, I know you're gonna subscribe. Oh, you subscribe.
Thank you, Janita. Thank you for tuning in.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right.
Profile picture. Nice.
She does. She does. All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. But again, if you're interested in being featured as a single, let us know. If you have any suggestions for future guests or future topics, let us know. And we'll see you next week.
All right.
At 8:30.
All right.
Have a good night.